So the Bearcat vehicle behind me is an armoured vehicle. It weighs 11 tonnes and it was primarily purchased for counter-terrorism work. It came into service around about a year ago for us, and they were purchased in relation to aircraft hijack and other counter-terrorism scenarios. But very quickly when we brought them into service, we realised that they'd have a lot more uses where they could assist us to gain access at height safely, particularly when dealing with people who were displaying issues around vulnerability. So starting out as a vehicle that we purchased for counter-terrorism, they've now got an extremely wide use across a whole range of different daily policing services. And what we're trying to do today is to show them to people, because quite often when they come out, because of the way they look, they think that something significant or terrible is happening. And we want people to know is that actually it's a vehicle that we have in everyday use that is designed for one reason, but we have a lot more uses, especially in relation to dealing with vulnerability. We're able to access trains, we're able to access buses through platforms that we can put on the side of them, and they provide stability. And they provide stability in a way that a ladder wouldn't. So if we go onto ladders, it provides risks to officers and it provides risks to those that we're trying to help. So you would see these vehicles when we have people who have issues around vulnerability, who are on roofs or at height, people who are on top of vehicles, things like that, where we need to get access where perhaps more than one of us would need to go. The platform is a very grippy platform, so we can operate safely at height for officers in a way that we just can't do using other methods that would be available to us. We've deployed it several times over the last year, and we're hoping going forward in the next few weeks and months that you'll see a lot more of it on the streets. We know certainly in at least one case we've been able to deploy it to someone with very significant difficulties, and I have no doubt on that deployment we saved a life through using this vehicle by being able to gain access quickly and safely to deal with the individual in a manner that met their needs. And one of the key things for us today that we want to get across is don't be frightened of this vehicle. It is just a specialist capability that we have, and it's not something that people need to be afraid when they see her on the streets. We have two of these vehicles. We have worked with a range of partners, not just police who we've given access to, who are other crime partners. We've also engaged with An Garda Síochána, and we've trained jointly with them. And one of the things that with all of our specialist resources that we need to be aware of is we are an island. So whilst there may be other vehicles like this in England, Wales and Scotland, getting them here in time to help when it's needed urgently is not realistic. So we have these two vehicles for the service, we share them with other crime partner organisations, and we're also willing to share them and work together with An Garda Síochána and partners in the south.